Dear friends, this is our 23rd session of this series, and I will always tell you, remind you that I talk only about things, actual things that happened with me. This one is about spiritualism and how this particular spirit, saved my life. Spiritualism has several so-called shades. There are spiritual people, they say, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. That means they do not obey the church's dogmas or their rules. There are more intensely related to spiritualism people, and there are the hardcore that actually communicate with spirits in their daily life. So if an actual spiritualist is not communicating with spirits in his actual life, he looks like a financial advisor that has no money, has no business with banks, but he's a financial advisor, and those are spread all over the internet. Now, this thing happened in my print shop on Hollywood Boulevard. From the first day I entered that shop, years back, 1975, things were happening there. I didn't pay attention first, but then it became very, very clear that there was a spirit there. And if you check those videos of my number 16, for example, or that professor that bought medicine from next door pharmacy and had it in a bag, twisted like a rope. When he pulled the bag, the bottles were on the counter, my counter, without the bag being torn. The bag was intact. So this is the same spirit who saved my life here. The day it happened, I was invited to Southern California Motion Picture Council. I had won Bronze Halo Award. So they called me to come and get that paper, that certificate or whatever you call it. So I went. I got it and came back. I came back to my print shop, and my wife was there. The time was around 5:30. It's about closing time. I used to close at 6:30. I told her to go home. I'll stay for some time. I will not work because I was fully dressed. You cannot work in a dirty print shop with those dresses. So she left. I was wearing black shirt, black pants, and white jacket. So I took the white jacket out of me, and so I was all black. Suddenly, the door opened. It's a regular door, and a huge, about 6 feet something, colored guy entered. He was, he had strange so-called outfit. He had a chain, crazy guy, and had a gun in his hand. He said, I'm in the mood, I'm going to kill someone today. I'm going to use my gun. I said, okay, what do you want to do? He said, I'm going to kill you. I said, okay, but before doing that, and he pointed the gun to me, the other side of the counter. I said, okay, but I have to tell you something before you go ahead and do it. He said, what? I said, I mean no harm. And he laughed. He said, oh, you're going to harm me? I'm holding the gun and you're going to harm me. I said, no, not me that will harm you. There's a spirit here that doesn't like you. He said, oh, really? Ha, ha, ha. At that second, in the press room, the farthest wall, there was a big electrical box with about 14 brackets. Those brackets are hard to bring it down and put it up because those are highly professional industrial brackets, electrical. All 14 of them came down with a big noise like chaw. This guy and the lights were off. All the lights in the print shop, in the press room and in the office. He said, wow, lights went off. I said, yeah. Now I can invite you out, please, for your own safety. He rushed to the door. So inside where we were is darker than the street where the cars are going and coming. And I could see the latch is not in the groove of the door. And the door is open. He opened it. So he went to open the door. He pulled it and the door is stuck. He couldn't open it. He said, come open the door. I said, the door is open. He tried with both hands. It's not working. He came back, he put the gun on my counter and went to the door with two huge arms. He was pulling it back, the door wasn't opening. I said, wait. And I turned around my desk, I went to the door and I opened it. I said, please. He went out. He was looking back, amazed what happened. I said, sir, please come in and get your gun. It's on the counter. I don't need problems here. So he was afraid to come back and enter the shop. I said, I will not touch your gun. I don't want any problems here. Come and get it, don't worry. The door will be open. And he came back and got his gun and left. So that's a huge happening. I could be killed if that spirit hadn't helped me. You can meet the same spirit in the session, as I said, 16, and in the session, the first one, the spoon. And that's about this one, and thank you for watching, and I'll come back with other things, other stuff, because almost every day something was happening with me. Thank you so much. Thank you.